Looks like Megan from Facebook has something for us, Alabama.
I just bought a farmhouse, and the barn is a hoarder's paradise filled with antiques from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. But the reason I bought the house was for a simple life. Any tips on how to go through this time capsule and prepare to let go of some potentially cool things I may find?
Ooh, I'd say don't go through, don't go, if it's trash that someone left there, don't go through it.
Yeah.
Because she's like, well, I'm going to go through it, and if I find stuff, I might want to hold on to it. Well, then avoid going through all that stuff. What I would do is I'd do like an auction. I would just have someone like come out, evaluate it, and be like, hey, we're going to have an auction and like get rid of this stuff. We're going to sell it. Chances are that person who comes out to kind of assess the hoard, they're probably not going to see a whole lot of value in it. So most of it sounds like it's probably trash anyway.
You know what I thought of when I heard this question? Coolio. We've been spending most our lives living in a hoarder's paradise.
Oh, man. Shout out to Coolio.
R.I.P. to
classic.
Coolio. So I will say this because she did say the potentially cool things I may find. And I'll just say this. Some things are cool, but it's even cooler to let go. And you have been handed this hoard, this hoarder's paradise. You've been handed this excess. And now it is your burden. And you picked it up because you wanted this farmhouse to live the simpler life. But you've recognized that, along with this came some baggage, some literal baggage. Someone else's burden is now my burden. And there might be some cool things within that, but the simple life that you're looking for is actually what you're looking for. And these things will not help you live a simpler life. In fact, they will more than likely do the opposite. They will get in the way of the life you want to live.
Yeah. I'm attached to the possibility that I'll discover something so amazing that I'll feel attached to it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I have a hard time letting it go already. Man, that's how it is, though. That's how it is sometimes. You know, one thing that might help here is to consider the fact that what is a burden to you might be a blessing to someone else. What is merely tolerable to you might be something worthy of celebration to someone else. And everything under your possession that you look at is like, I could use it. Maybe I'll find a place for it. There's someone else that would feel ecstatic about having that. And so I really like Ryan's advice here of, hey, just offer it all up and see who comes looking for it and see who feels excited about it, right? Because the person that celebrates it is going to bring more meaning to your experience than you just being the person that tolerates it. Another thing as well is you can always have or hire somebody else to go through that stuff. If you feel like you just aren't capable of looking through it without getting attached to things, it's okay to be honest with yourself and have somebody else do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, growing up, my dad, he loved going to antique stores. And there's two of them specifically. One's in Waynesville, Ohio. The other one's in Morrow, Ohio. We went several times. Like, it's a hoarder's paradise in these antique barns. And they have some cool stuff. And I got to tell you, like, going there with my dad, like, we were like kind of bonding, but watching him like have some, memories get triggered from some of these different things and him talking about things. It was really awesome. But I would hate to be the one who has to hold on to all that stuff. So it's almost like it's like a museum. I love going to museums, but I don't want my house to be a museum. You know?
That's beautiful. Did you enjoy this standalone Patreon highlight? If so, you can listen to full episodes of the Minimalist Private Podcast, available exclusively on Patreon. Visit patreon.com/theminimalists or click the link in the description. Your support keeps our podcast and YouTube channel 100% advertisement free.